Welcome to Marquee Backstage, live from Thunder Sound Studios. I'm your host, Julie Milam. Today we're getting up close and personal with the kings of Ameriflow, Twang and Round.
Even as early as 2011, country rap wasn't a thing that people were used to really hearing. It was a renaissance happening at the time and still is in a lot of ways. And I remember in the beginning, it was like wildfire because people had never heard anything like it. Right. It was, people were like, man, I don't know what that is, but I like that right there.
Well, that's why I don't like calling it country rap, man. You already got like a preconceived notion what it is, and our music's not like a lot of the country rap, you know what I'm saying? And it just, we started calling it Ameriflow, and I've noticed like, I always be like, it's Ameriflow. Be like, ooh, Ameriflow, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like mystery there. Like that's you say right. Country rap, it's almost like all your cards are on the table or something.
Intrigue, I want to go check that out.
Yeah.
Tell them about it. Come on, ride with your boys. Always been told I won't live that long. The journey that I'm on is on a dead-end road. And since I could remember, I've held my own. I'm still here, and I proved them wrong. When this song comes came a long, long ways from them Delafield days, still slinging that shine, and it's legal this time. From a no-box Chevy to the Cadillac kind, burden still heavy, and I'm ready to ride down a dead-end road where I'm living just fine. Thought I wouldn't make it, take it, shake it on the grind like a big catfish on a little old line. Should've brought bigger tackle back here in the pines. Enjoy your time, you won't get out alive. On the grind till you die, baking Uncle Sam's pie. Judging how we did it, hypocritical minds that keep feeding us lies to try to keep us in line. I've always been told I won't live that long. The journey that I'm on is on a dead-end road. And since I could remember, I've held my own. I'm still here.
I think we should let the viewers know who this guy is. This is my probation officer.
It is.
He wouldn't want to say nothing to nobody. Now
this we have to take him with us legally everywhere.
This guy right here has been rocking with us for 5 years. We picked him up along the journey between one of these states right here. But now he's actually a Kentucky boy too, and just awesome dude. And he helps produce the beats, the guitar playing, and the website. And when we get to a heavy load, we're like, man, can you take care of this right here? And he's like, man, I got you, dude. So been with us for like 5 years now. I think you came around 2016 maybe.
Yes.
What was that like?
Their manager at the time had put out a post looking for a guitar player, so I responded to it, and like he hit me back up, and I was like, well, anytime you need me to come in to audition or whatever, I'm up for it. And so for like 2 days, I just listened to their music and learned all their songs.
Because when he got to my house, yes, he went to another realm of existence. I said, here you go, big boy.
I showed up at his house, and there's like 4 different flavors of moonshine on his deck, and he had the sound system outside.
Yes.
I auditioned on his porch.
Mammy said she gon' pray for me. Yeah, I need it's plain to see. Reading scriptures, blowing trees, another outcast in society. Just a black sheep on a dead-end road. That's where they said go, but what do they know? Road with a mind blown, talking all the way home by the road I'm on. In hell, I never thought I'd hold my own, and I showed them all. I'm a rolling stone. The road's my throne, you can have the crown. It's a long haul far from the top of the town.
It's been the best band, and these guys are like family, and we get along so well, and there's no hidden animosity. There's like, we all communicate together, we all work together, and it's just been that.
It kind of worries me too, because he is such a good dude. It's like he don't ever vent. I'm like, dude, sometime it's gonna be at a red light. Somebody's gonna hit that horn, and they're gonna catch the blunt end of it.
Well, you've got Twang and Round.
That's right.
Mac is the glue that holds us together, and it's the first time ever in my music career that I've been in a band where it is really family.
Always been told I won't live that long. Amen. The journey that I'm on is on a dead-end road. And since I could remember, I've held my own. I'm still here, and I proved them wrong when this song comes on. Amen. Yeah, when this song comes on, I'm gonna prove them wrong. When the song comes on, oh yeah.
That's absolutely right. That the 6 years that I allowed to get with him, that I may not have ever had, changed our relationship forever. And I'm so thankful. I thank God for that.
Started way back in the woods in an old town church. Country scene, big dream, simple life, only knew hard work. Instilled in me was the music from my family tree. Passed down on the journey and the dream still lives through me.
Where it started?
Started way back in the woods in an old town church.
In an old town church.
Country scene, big dream, simple life, only knew hard work.
Only knew hard work.
Instilled in me was the music from my family tree, all from my family tree, yeah. Passed down on the journey and the dream still lives through me.
I lost my father about 4 years ago. Let's go back, though, before that. Back in the early 2000s, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. And they gave him 6 months to live, and he was really down about that, you know, and he was worried about it, and he kind of just come to a point, a cataclysm in his life, and he's like, look, I don't want any more treatments. I don't want anything unnatural in me. If I'm going to put it in God's hands, and I'm going to start using cannabis every day. And he used cannabis every day, and he lived 6 years. He was completely in remission, and he lived 6 years and died in a car wreck, ironically. Several years ago, and I'm gonna tell you, I was so apprehensive about, you know, the medical benefits and things like that, and definitely was not convinced that that was the answer to people's ailments and the cure to cancer and all these things that people talk about. But I saw it firsthand, and I became a believer, and it's led me to the journey with Southern Kentucky Hemp. My partner and I, Curtis Butler, sat in his shop. He was the owner of a motorsports company then, and we were filming a TV show with him called Take a Ride With Me, and Round and I had just gotten back from Colorado, and I'd seen everything out there, and I told Curtis, I said, this is the future here in Kentucky, man. I said, this is the future. And now almost 7 years later, Southern Kentucky Hemp's on the map. You know, we've got a beautiful facility in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and we're making medicine to change people's lives and change the world, you know. And my dad put me on that path with his legacy, you know, so.
'Cause I remember watching Hee Haw with Mamaw and Papaw. Old rugged cross on Sunday morning in the pew with the sinners. That's where I belong, trying to right all my wrongs because I'm living these songs. I remember my daddy bumping ZZ Top in his Camaro that he loved, man, he loved to rock. Instilled in me was that musical therapy, Conway and that stairway to heaven. Coming through the speakers, that's my job, 'cause that's the life I live, and it ain't ever stopped since I was just a kid. Coming up in the country, stood in no town church, where it all began, in the heart of a man that's working hard as he can. Way back in the woods, in an old town church.
In an old town church.
Country scene, big dream, simple life, only knew hard work.
Only knew hard work.
Instilled in me was the music from my family tree. Passed down on the journey and the dream still lives through me.
Yeah. Papa was a sheriff and my daddy was an outlaw. Showed me early on different paths we could walk on. Drop a tailgate, let's talk about them good old days. How far we come, that's the way we was raised. Dolly Parton, with that coat of many colors, taught us how to treat our brothers and our sisters and our mothers. Sunday school in an old town church taught us everything we needed while we walk on this earth. Hard work still pays off. That's the cost of hard living with no days off. Bluegrass tones, fiddles and banjos, hip-hop beats going hard in the streets. Come on.
Way out 'em all stirred up with that hello, darling.
Be like, hello, darling.
The 6 years that I allowed to get with him, that I may not have ever had, changed our relationship forever. And I'm so thankful. I thank God for that every day. And I believe that was a message. And he said, hey, this is something you need to do, son. Go,
Started way back in the woods in an old town church. Country scene, big dream, simple life, only knew hard work.
Only knew hard work.
Yeah, instilled in me was the music from my family tree, all from my family tree. Yeah, passed down on the journey and the dream still lives through me.
I want to God bless their journey and really bless it. Hey, man, you're having a bad day, I think. You know what I'm saying? I hope, you know what I'm saying? God bless your journey. Positive vibes.
Round, you guys just dropped new music to massive critical acclaim.
Yes, number one. It went number one on pre-orders. We're super pumped. I mean, that's never happened. We've never done pre-orders before, so we did try it with this one right here. And this album is very special. It's called God Bless Your Journey, and it goes back to even, a couple days before my dad passed away. Me and him had a heart-to-heart, and he was like, son, he was like, I love your music. And he was like, but, make the whole thing positive and put God in it. Just try that. And he's like, you won't lose. And my dad, he meant what he said, But it was just, he's never really hit me like it, It was very powerful, and he died 2 days later. And so pretty much when we went to, the first song we wrote was Let It Rain. And that song itself, we've already released it, it's already out there. We wrote it during the Kentucky floods. But this whole album, I'm very excited to get it. It's very close to being out there for the world to bump it, and that's something else, the technology, on our analytics, we got people in Sweden and Bolivia, and it's like, I think there's 71 countries that follow our music, so it's big motion.
Yeah. Right here at Marquee Backstage. Your boys twang around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause if the sun don't shine tomorrow, I've always loved the rain. For all the hearts that's filled with sorrow, let it wash out all the pain.
So what we gonna do?
Let it rain. Oh, let it rain.
Let it rain, let it rain.
Let it rain. Oh, let it rain.
Gonna let it rain.
Kentucky rain on a tin roof. While I hugged you, you can be the sun, be the only one. Rainbow, God's promise of a better way. Thunderstorms in the distance while we center stage. Storm chasing, feel the rush, we might get blown away. 'Cause when it's real inside, it's worth the price you pay. Lightning crashes, it flashes, and then an instant gone. Just like the lives we live, they never last too long. The brightest moments we own it, while the rain pours out. We can weather the storm together, so love me now. And we can ride it out till the sun shines down.
God bless your journey, that's that can even be for the lovers or the haters. It's almost like an old church that they want to say something bad about them, but like, well, God bless their heart, in the South, but but even the lovers or haters, I want to God bless their journey and really bless it. Hey, man, you're having a bad day, I think, I hope, God bless your journey, positive vibes, and that's one thing that we really take pride in is the positive vibes, because I'm a firm believer that everything's out here on a wavelength, and I think if you're a negative mindset, you invite negative things into your life, and so a lot of times when I'm getting negative mindset, I rewire kind of like, all right, man, look, there's somebody hitting it way harder than I am today that's unfortunate, and so I'm blessed in a lot of ways, and that's cool, and I think no matter what you're going through, you can still look at that perspective, so.
Rain on the windshield, riders on a storm, thunder rolls in the distance, get closer while I listen, capture moments on the timeline as they fly by, soaked to the bone while the storm does a drive-by. I hold my head up high, 'cause this is my time, past, present, future, here we are, watch the sky cry. It's only temporary, let's make it legendary, and we can ride a storm out till we both are buried. The music lives on when we dead and gone, and you can play it on rainy nights when
Yeah, and you know, absolutely. Like I said, God bless your journey. It felt so good not having parental advisory on there, but it's still gritty. I mean, don't get it twisted. This is a very gritty record. It's so gritty where they're like, hey, let me have the edited version of it. Like, hey, bub, you know, you didn't listen to it, you know. But I love it. I love where it's going. I love where Twang Around is going.
Always need to find a way to ease the journey that we on. Sipping on some apple pie, shine on a back road. Sipping on.
With every song, there's a story. With every story, there's a life behind it. Join us next week to see who we discover on Marquee Backstage.
Sip, sipping on some shine. Sip, sipping on some shine. Sip, sipping
Come on, ride
on
with
some
your
shine.
boys.
Loving every minute, cause I'm never promised anyway. Gripping on these dreams, cause I'll never let them get away. Sip, sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine. Sip, still looking out for better days and better ways to benefit. Taking all them stormy days and trying to make the most of it. Sip, sipping on some shine. Sipping on some shine. Sip. Simple things in life you have are always worth the time you spend. Everybody's worried about the state of our environment. Ain't meant to always try as hard as anybody ever. Persistence is the key to unlocking all accomplishments. Always need to find a way to ease the journey that we on. Sipping on some apple pie, shine on a back road. Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
We do it all the time.
Do it all the time.
Mason jar full of the timeless remedy. Boom, runners on the run has the lives that we lead. All the hard knocks that made me who I am. Gripping, sipping on a jar full of goodness in my hands and mouth. Loving every minute, cause I'm never promised anyway. Gripping on these dreams, cause I'll never let them get away. Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine. Sip, still looking out for better days and better ways to benefit. Taking all them stormy days and trying to make the most of it. Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Yeah. Sipping on shine. We do it all the time. Let the bass bang.
Live that as a life.
Lord knows that I try, so I live it right now. Another city, another town, ready to rock another crowd. Loving every minute round here, down here. Bonfire shine up, grinning from ear to ear. Buzzing like a chainsaw, apple pie mango. Buzzing like a bee's nest, everywhere twanging round go. Better ways to benefit, banging the beats on the country tier, slinging the shine of the Duke's deal.
Dropping in them cinnamon sticks.
Go ahead, take a seat, swaying when the bass hits. Trying to make the most of it, chasing dream and just won't quit.
Loving every minute, cause I'm never promised anyway. Gripping on these dreams, cause I'll never let them get away. Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine. Sip, still looking out for better days and better ways to benefit. Taking all them stormy days and trying to make the most of it. Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Sipping on some shine.
Yeah.
Sip.
Sipping on shine. We do it all the time. Let the bass bang.
Living that hazard life.
Sipping on shine. We do it all the time. Let the bass bang.
Living that hazard life. Sipping on some shine.
Right here at Marquee Backstage. Yeah.
It's only temporary. Let's make it legendary. Feet around, storm around till you know for better.
All the hearts and filled with sorrow. Let it wash out all the pain. Let it rain. Oh, 'cause it's so cold. Lightning crashes and flashes and then it instant gone. Just like the lives we live, they never last too long.
So which building? Okay.
Golf clubs. Of course, this is how it really happens too. Round leaves us and walks ahead of everybody.
Day I pray, standing in the rain, wash away the stain.
This week on Marquee Backstage, live from Thunder Sound Studios, we're bringing you the kings of Ameriflow, Twang and Round.
God bless your journey.
Next week on Marquee Backstage, we're bringing you one of the most authentic folk singers you'll ever meet. Get ready, this is Josh Thurman.
Oh, drape your apron on the ground. Stars fall from my sky. Lose yourself in these arms beneath the pines. Something told these marching bones, and the angels are right on time. Oh, something told these marching bones, and the angels are right on time. And these dying dreams, we're side by side.